I have been contemplating starting a YouTube channel since I was probably like 14, maybe even younger. Just never have, because you just think like, oh, I don't want people to see this, or it's like super embarrassing or whatever. I'm in a really transformational chapter and going through a lot of personal changes, career changes. I feel like documenting it, whether I post it or I don't, is gonna help me be able to prioritize what I'm doing. I think a video diary would be a cool way and a creative outlet for me to do that. So we're launching, we're sending it, we're going. It's right now. This is maybe a little extra, but I did forget to put on my face sunscreen, so I'm gonna walk back and do that before I go on my walk. On our way. I got the idea for these morning walks from my brother, and he calls them gratitude walks. I believe he got them from somebody else. But for 30 minutes in the morning walk, and you just start to think about all the things that you're grateful for, and it becomes kind of like a meditation, and your mind maybe starts to wander and just open up and get a little loose. Starting your day off with intentional movement, getting some steps in, getting outside mentally. When you start your day pondering the things that you're grateful for, it just allows you to recognize more of them in your life. I think sometimes we think thoughts just show up in our brain, but a lot of times there's something else that we've engaged with intention, that sparks similar thoughts. So when you consciously engage with things that are positive, it's going to trickle into other aspects of your life. Because I don't listen to music or a podcast or anything. I just 30 minutes. I do have my fitness tracker, so I do that, and I take my phone with me just for safety. And another thing I try to do, and I'm working on this, is I tend to like just walk just for me to walk, and so I'm like looking down and I'm in my own world, but trying to look up and actually observe what's around me instead of keeping my head down. Good morning. I've been studying for the LSAT for, more seriously, I guess, for about a year. I took it once in April, got a 158, took it again in October, got the exact same score. Was really frustrated, tried a couple different methods. I worked with a tutor, practice test and blind review and LSAT Demon and Law Hub, and just trying to figure out what works for me. But after some reflection, I think I've been able to cultivate a plan that's more refined and gonna help me identify my weaknesses better, because I was definitely getting caught in some confirmation bias, thinking I was more prepared than I really was. This is really also a way for me to be honest with myself and conquer my fear of embarrassment of what other people are gonna think about my journey, and if I'm where I should be or how far along I should be at this point. I just wanna really dig into this idea that I'm on my own timeline. Yes, I have goals that I want to pursue, but I also am just trying to maximize my output and what I'm able to do with my potential, and whatever that is what that is. And I'm not going to put a ceiling on it. I'm not going to put a restriction on it or put somebody else's opinion on it. It's just me working as hard as I can to be the best that I can be, regardless of what that looks like. And it's going to look ugly sometimes, and it's going to feel ugly sometimes, and that's okay. So part of refining that plan, once a week, every Sunday, I'm gonna take a fully timed test condition practice test. That was something I was kind of afraid to do before, because you just feel, I don't know, it's just like so intimidating to look at the score and maybe not see what you want to see, or I don't know what my fear was really rooted in. I'm just not afraid anymore. I'm just gonna send it, and that's what we're doing. 2.5 hours later, time test done. I got a 163. A lot of work to do, but that's 5 points higher than my October test. Missed mostly level 3 and 4 questions, a few level 2s, no level 1 questions, so that's good. Like the easy ones that I should just be getting and going, I got all those. One thing that I'm just aware of from that test is the section I did the worst on, I got -6, and that was like the experimental section. That had that section been graded and another section not graded, I might have been closer to like a 162, 161. Definitely feeling more comfortable with my stamina and not getting distracted as easily. Accuracy isn't where it needs to be, but I just feel better about the objective metric of where I'm at. I'm pretty active. I'm a volleyball coach, so I also, for my job, am active. Needing to be active for my job, I sometimes neglect training for myself. I think, oh, well, I'm gonna go do, I'm gonna play volleyball today, so the practice plan don't end up doing as much. I really don't do anything for my fitness that day. And being a former athlete, when you're training for your sport of lifting and recovery, and you have trainers and nutritionists and people to help you, and obviously on my own journey, and just utilizing my own resources, and I want to continue to tap into that and really just my overall wellness. I think strength training specifically, especially for women, is so important. I don't want to lose that just because I'm not an athlete anymore. So let's go lift. I'm definitely wearing headphones for this. I am not lifting with my own thoughts. No. Good lift sesh. I did 30 minutes just lifting and then like 10 minutes on the elliptical. That's been my new cardio finisher that I love because I can just crank up the resistance and the incline and get to that zone 4 or 5 cardio pretty quickly. So I'm gonna shower, head over to my parents, watch the Lions game. I haven't eaten today, which is so bad. This is like when I get in a mindset of something, I forget to eat, so gotta remember.
What are you vlogging about?
Just my life.
Just your life? About how we're gonna go have a succulent dinner at Mom and Dad's?
Yep. Go Lions. One pride.
One pride.
Hi, Mama.
As we're going along, and great timing, out balls out quick again. Gives outside, nice little slant. Gives for 4, making tweaks.
Belt to ass. Edit this vlog up. I'm gonna get ready for bed and get to bed early. I'm loving like a 10:30 bedtime and a 7:15 a.m. wake up. Adult shit.